What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to be talking about the top of the range master cylinder, brake master cylinder you can get, which is the Elaborate series VRC master cylinder from Gale Speed. The guys in Japan have come up with not just an amazing performance master cylinder, but also one of the probably like the best looking master cylinder you can get on the market. It just looks amazing. There are two versions, so there's the standard VRC version, which we'll compare this one to, just to sort of see what the weight difference is predominantly, and then there's this Elaborate series. So the biggest difference is that this is a billet alloy CNC machined master cylinder that has a few more titanium bolts and nuts and things like that to make it lighter than the standard version. So, and it's really oriented for the top of the range, racing and performance, obviously. So let's jump into the unboxing video. Alright, let's unbox this bad boy. So the first thing that you'll notice is when you're paying for a premium, you get a little bit different color product box to stand out from the standard product. You get a little Gale Speed sticker. Included in here is a maintenance manual and some specs and operational instructions that we'll get to in a second. So let's check this bad boy out. The first thing that obviously will stand out is the color of the brake master cylinder. The whole body is anodized in black and it's got the red Gale Speed writing on the top there and a little nice little Gale Speed logo on the clamp. That's it from aesthetics. Apart of course, it's got a gold plated titanium pivot pin. The bolts that come with the clamp are also made out of titanium. This all kind of helps to reduce the weight of the master cylinder compared to the standard version. But maybe the weight reduction might not be huge, because like when I feel this one, I don't know if I noticed that much of a reduction, but the design of it is actually supposed to help you give a lot better braking performance than the other standard version VRC master cylinder from Gale Speed. One thing that they believe has to do with the way it's mounted. So because this clamp is mounted with the two bolts instead of the single bolt mount, it make it stiffer on the bar. Also the design inside, it's got like a little lip there that helps with the contact and again with the stiffness on the handlebar, that helps with the actual transfer of the power, so to say, or force onto the master cylinder compared to the other version. So this is the technology that you get on the MotoGP, Moto2 bikes, right? Comparing, this is pretty much the closest to the top of the racing that performance that you can get in terms of the master cylinder performance. Obviously the body is actually billet alloy machined, so it helps a lot more in terms of the quality compared to the forged aluminium body. The design of the lever is also so designed to help with the actual force application and the feel. So this is the long version of the lever. There are shorter versions as well that you can get if you order in the shorter version. Now let's talk about the actual variable ratio control. So this is a 19 mil bore master cylinder, but it has a 20 to 18 mil lever ratio adjustment. Okay, so this one here, this here is not the actual adjuster. This is the adjuster just for the lever that you can adjust while you're on the bike, or you can add the remote brake adjuster here and swap that over, so you can get the brake lever adjusted, adjusted remotely while you're on the track. Now the actual ratio is adjusted by the little screw that's just behind that adjuster there, and you have 3 little lines here that show you the which settings you're adjusting to. Okay, so the closer, so there's a line, there's an indicator line there as well, so when you're actually adjusting it, it moves between those 3 lines. So the closer you are to the actual pivot pin, the softer the touch and feel will be of the brakes, the softer the brakes will be. The further to the lever you are, to the right, with the settings, the harder and the feel will be, and the faster the brakes and the harder the brake application will be. Pretty much, apart from Gale Speed, you know, Brembo has something similar on the market, but these things, I mean, this one feels so light. Like I've held the other one in my hand and kind of, it's almost pretty close. So I can't wait to weight this. So let's put these one and the standard one on the scale and see what the difference is. Okay, so let's put this one up first. $315 grams indicated. I have to say those are not the most trusty. So this is the standard version Gale Speed master cylinder, VRC master cylinder, same thing, 19 mil bore cylinder, 18 by 20 adjustment increments, and this one shows 328. So this one is definitely a little bit lighter, but as I was saying before, a lot of the saving comes from that there's no pivot here, as sort of like, so this clamp is not sort of like a foldable clamp that's just that you can just sort of undo one bolt to fit and take off the master cylinder. Also, it doesn't have that little lip inside that the other one has, that I can't sort of maybe show you here, maybe I can, yeah. And the bolt is a steel bolt, so both levers are long levers, so there's not much saving there, but you can see the difference in the looks as well. So if I put them next to each other, so that's the way they normally are fitted. Oh no, sorry, wrong. That's the way they're normally fitted. You can see the difference in design and the look. Obviously that body is different colors, kind of like a brownish color, that's black. The master cylinder, the actual design on the outside is much different to the one, the forged one. As you can see, this one's kind of like a thinner but longer, whereas this one is a bit thicker and shorter. So this can have something to do also with that improves the performance of this master cylinder compared to that one. But in general, the adjustments and everything is pretty much the same. Obviously the standard one doesn't come with the titanium pivot pin. There has been a lot more research done to improve these master cylinders. Obviously this is another quality product, you know, like it's, you know, but it hasn't got the same sort of design and performance in mind as this one does. So without talking about it too much more, we're gonna leave it there. I think pretty much we have covered the most important things, which is the variable ratio control and how it's adjusted over there, what it does, You can make these things lighter. You can get, I think, Zeta levers that fit the Brembo levers that are titanium to make this one even lighter, obviously that one as well. You can get I believe lighter titanium bleeders to sort of reduce the weight even further. But I think the main benefit compared to this is that this is designed to be more sturdy, much harder to break, and also much better in performance than anything else on the market today. Alright guys, thank you again for watching another video. I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, and if you want to stay up to date with all the videos, then make sure you hit the subscribe and notification bell. Further to this video, if you are considering to upgrade the master cylinder and you are considering to get something matching, then you can get one of these bad boys, the Gale Speed clutch perch. So this is the clutch perch to complement the Elaborate series master cylinder. So it's all anodized black with the red writing. It's got the gold plated titanium pivot bolt. They also do make the clutch perch to match the standard master cylinders, so with the brown body and black lever. So if you're in the market and you want to get a matching pair, we will leave the links to these items below, and you can get all the specs and information that you need from the website. We will do a review on the master cylinder, the clutch perch sometime soon. It's just as amazing looking as the master cylinders. But until then, thank you for watching, and hope you have a good rest of the day.